Welcome back to the digital frontier. Today we're diving into Google Gemini, a name you've probably seen floating around the AI space. But what exactly is Gemini? Is it just Google's version of ChatGPT, or is it something more? By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what Gemini is and how it works, but also why it could be one of the most important AI systems shaping our everyday digital lives. Let's start at the top. Gemini is Google's most advanced AI model to date, developed by Google DeepMind, that's the same team behind AlphaGo, the AI that defeated a world champion at Go, and AlphaFold, which revolutionized biology by predicting protein structures. Gemini isn't just an upgrade to Bard, it replaces Bard's foundation entirely, bringing in a completely new architecture and set of capabilities. So, what makes Gemini different from other AI models, and why should you care? Let's break down the core principles behind Gemini's design. First, multimodality. Most older AI models, like GPT-3 or even GPT-4 in its earlier stages, are trained primarily on text. They're great for chatting, writing, and answering questions, but they struggle with anything outside that format. Gemini was built differently. It was designed from the ground up to handle text, images, audio, video, and code, all within a single model. That means you can show Gemini a chart, ask it to explain what's happening, paste in some code, and then ask it to summarize a video, all in one conversation. It's not switching tools. It's all part of the same system. This opens the door for workflows that are much more natural, especially for creators, developers, students, and researchers. Imagine giving it a lecture video, and asking for a summary, definitions of key terms, and a related reading list. Gemini can do that. Or imagine uploading a UI screenshot and asking for code to replicate it. Yes, Gemini can do that too. Second, deep ecosystem integration. This is where Google is playing a different game entirely. Rather than focusing only on chatbot functionality, Gemini is being embedded into all of Google's core products. Gmail, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Drive, YouTube, Search, and even Android devices, Gemini is already in all of them. In Gmail, Gemini can summarize long email threads, generate quick replies, or help you compose responses based on your writing style. In Docs, it can write entire sections, rewrite awkward sentences, or expand bullet points into paragraphs. In Sheets, you can ask it to create charts, analyze data, or even write complex formulas for you. In YouTube, Gemini can summarize long videos, identify timestamps of key topics, or even help you find similar content. And on Android, Gemini Nano, a lighter version of the model, runs directly on your phone, allowing for real-time AI suggestions in messaging apps without needing to send data to the cloud. So instead of going out of your way to use AI, Gemini brings it directly into the flow of what you're already doing. Third, real-time awareness and updated knowledge. One of the biggest criticisms of AI tools like ChatGPT is that they're limited by the data they were trained on. Even GPT-4's knowledge cuts off in 2023, unless you're using the web browsing feature. Gemini is natively connected to Google Search, which means it can access fresh, up-to-date information in real time. So whether you're asking about breaking news, sports scores, recent research, or the latest tech trends, Gemini can pull from the web to give you timely and relevant responses. Now, let's break down Gemini's structure, because there's more than one version. Gemini Nano is the smallest version. It's designed to run efficiently on devices like the Pixel 8 Pro. It powers real-time suggestions like smart reply and on-device summarization. Gemini Pro is the current engine behind Bard, the version most people are using today when interacting with Google's AI online. Gemini Ultra is the most advanced version, capable of deep reasoning, complex task management, high-level coding, and advanced multimodal understanding. It's also what powers Bard Advanced, which is being gradually rolled out. Each of these versions is optimized for different environments, making Gemini one of the most flexible AI systems currently available. So what's the best use case for Gemini? If you're already using Google Workspace, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Calendar, Gemini becomes incredibly useful. It's not just answering your questions, it's actually enhancing your productivity. You can prepare reports, generate meeting summaries, help write blog posts, manage your data, and automate repetitive tasks, all in tools you already know. If you're a student, you can use Gemini to research a topic, organize your notes, generate flashcards, and even help you structure essays. If you're a developer, You can describe a project and ask Gemini to scaffold out code, debug errors, or explain snippets line by line. It's not just about doing more, it's about thinking less about the tools, and just focusing on what you're trying to create or understand. Now let's talk comparisons, because the natural question is, how does Gemini stack up to ChatGPT? Both Gemini Ultra and OpenAI's GPT-4 are at the top of the food chain when it comes to general-purpose AI. According to Google, Gemini Ultra has outperformed GPT-4 on 30 out of 32 academic benchmarks, including math, logic, coding, and comprehension tests. But here's the thing, benchmarks don't always tell the whole story. ChatGPT has a huge head start in the public eye. It's more conversational, great for creative writing, and it supports an entire plugin ecosystem with tools like browsing, code interpreters, DAL-Middle.E for images, and even direct file analysis. It also integrates deeply with Microsoft tools like Word and Excel. Gemini, on the other hand, feels more like a native assistant inside your digital life, especially if you're already living in the Google ecosystem. It's more subtle, more integrated, and more seamless. Instead of switching between apps, Gemini becomes part of the experience you're already in. So which one's better? It honestly depends on your workflow. If you want creative flexibility and love experimenting with third-party tools, ChatGPT might be the better fit. But if you're focused on productivity, automation, and Google integration, Gemini is quickly becoming the smarter choice. To wrap it up, Gemini isn't just a chatbot, it's a system. It's designed to handle multiple types of input, integrate deeply with your digital tools, stay up to date in real time, and adapt to everything from your phone to your workspace. And it's only getting more powerful with time. Thanks for watching. If this helped you get a clearer picture of what Gemini can do, hit that like button, subscribe to Digital Frontier, and ring the bell so you don't miss future deep dives like this one. And let us know in the comments, have you tried Gemini yet? What's your experience been like, and how does it compare to ChatGPT for you? Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and keep exploring the frontier.